Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Coach Andres with coachingwithandres.com. And ladies, we're going to have some fun today. We're going to have some fun today, tonight, wherever you are in the sense of what time it is. And we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. And it's funny because it's not the topic that I researched and have right here with my laptop. It's a topic that George brought up to my attention and thought how we were having a discussion between videos about it. He said, why not bring that to light? Bring it to more of a conversation. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And it's all about when they say high-valued men. High-valued men. And I know you women are always looking for that high-valued man, high-valued men out there. What defines being a high-valued man? I don't think you think what it is, or maybe you do. But let's talk about it. I'm very curious what you think. So before we get started on that topic, I'd really appreciate your subscription right there. Just check that little box, click it right there. And I want you to leave any input, feedback, comments, criticism, anything you want, questions, concerns about this topic. 'Cause I'm curious about what you think about this. It's a great topic. What defines a high-valued man? And when I think about that, it's interesting. I keep on thinking about these two people online, social media, viral, so YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. The past late Kevin Samuels, and that other guy, Andrew Tate. And I know you ladies have heard of them. Maybe you haven't. And I don't agree with a lot of things they say or how they portray themselves, or how they can be sometimes a little too vulgar or mean about certain things. But certain things I kind of can relate and understand and agree with. How you kind of have to keep yourself in check. Be honest with yourself. Be self-aware. Be self-critical about what you are and not assume you're a high-valued person for the wrong reasons. And both of them would always kind of preach and teach about how is this society of how if you're beautiful, if you're attractive, if you have an amazing body, you're easily considered a high-valued woman. And I don't agree with that. They're a little more mean about their approach on that, but I do agree with that point of view. It doesn't mean you're a high-valued woman just because you're beautiful or because you're in great shape. That's all on the outside. It goes both ways, though. Just because a man's attractive in shape and fit does not make him a high-valued man. So this topic is going to go both ways. What I like to bring in, my point of view, is what makes a high-valued man, what brings a high-valued woman, is their character, their spirit, their soul. Their values, their morals, their standards, their humility, the clarity of what they are and who they want to be with and what they want to develop with that person, the lack of games, no pride, no ego, just real, raw. And if you see my videos prior to this, I keep things real, and I love the feedback, and I appreciate the comments. I appreciate you being so holistic, so real, so honest, so this, so that. It's not about games. It's not about manipulation. Excuse me. It's very in your face, but with care, kindness. I was like, that's how I am. Tough love. Tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, but with an optimistic approach. Here to help you, encourage you. I'm on your team. We're here to help each other. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm not judging anyone. I'm not criticizing anything. You can do that to me. Bring it on. I'm the one with the video. I'm the one behind the mic. That's fine. I could take it. But my goal is to help you all to open up your minds and not assume whatever society or social media pushes to define a high-valued person. I always say this to my clients, and I'll tell you guys. A man is not defined by his success or his paycheck or his strength or the car he drives or the fact that he can buy you expensive jewelry. That's a cover-up. It's a flashy, materialistic, expendable, replaceable, shallow cover-up. Business-wise, it's impressive. Financially, it's admirable. It's wow. Nothing wrong with that. Personally, professionally, you're doing amazing. But in the relationship world, that's not what defines a high-valued man. Emotional maturity, stability, that's a high-valued man. A man who's willing to sacrifice, surrender, be humbled, grateful for the relationship he's in or the relationship he wants. Not buying love. And it goes both ways with you women, you ladies, because I'm here to help you all. I'm glad you look good. It's sexy you take care of yourself. I love your style. Keep on kicking ass. Keep on doing it. But don't confuse that to define your value. Your value is in the inside. And the inside is sometimes a little harder to express or work on or grow because it's scary. You're nervous, insecure, vulnerable, uncomfortable. I don't want to open up those traumas, those skeletons in the closet, those triggers, those moments, those habits, those patterns. We all got it. Those red flags, the red flags. Everyone loves those words. Gaslighting. But we have to. Because if you don't, nobody is going to do it for you. If you don't, nobody wants to do it for you. That's the real value that I value. That is irreplaceable. You can't buy that. You can't just purchase that and hand it to you. No one can take that away from you. And I think in social media and society and the way people date, they're dating for the wrong reasons and representing themselves in the wrong way, men and women. And they confuse themselves of high valued based on a look or a status. That's high valued for other reasons. So congratulations. I love it. It's amazing. But for relationships, it's not. It's more of knowing yourself, being able to share your feelings or your thoughts or expressions in a constructive way. And I'm saying to do this with someone who's shown you that they've done it for you as well. So that person you have to be selective with. I always say don't be picky, but be selective. Because picky has a negative tone to it. But selective means you know what you're looking for. When someone shows that they've earned your trust and they show you respect and they show you great high character and consistency of that character, that's when you really value that person. You show who you are. Let's not mask it with some level of superficial shallowness, of flash, fame, jewelry. If that's what you want, that's fine. Nothing wrong with it. But I hope you're not looking for a sustainable, healthy relationship based on that, because it most of the time, I wish it would work, but it just doesn't, because it doesn't translate. Because it's not from a genuine place. It's not from you, the core of who you are. High value, they say. It's an easy thing to give and purchase. Especially if you have that, it's very interesting. High valued person, high valued man, high valued woman. When you know what you want and you know what you don't want, and you're not afraid of it, and you worked on yourself, challenged yourself. And I always say you got 3 stocks, 3 investments in who you are. Keep the great of who you are and let's make it amazing. Let's get the good of who you are and let's try to make it great. And let's make the bad of who you are and let's make it decent. In a way where no one's perfect. But your bad, your triggers, your flaws, your doubts, your insecurities, your traumas stop defining you. They stop getting in your own way, self-sabotaging yourself. It becomes your strength. Your weaknesses become your strengths. Have an accountability. And that's what I tell every lady, woman I talk to on a call. I'm here to give you more accountability and responsibility of who you are and what you want. Because I'm not promising or guaranteeing what he's going to do or say or act in this situation that you're in or this relationship. How could I do that? That'd be a false promise, false hope. Shake the 8-ball and be like, yeah, he's going to come through. I don't know. I will never guarantee and promise that, but I will give you the tools and the guidance and the coaching that you'll be able to put yourself in the position to see the truth, see the clarity of what you want. And let's see if he responds to that way, his reaction, his response. And you'll know, you'll get the answer, not me. You will get the answer. And if he doesn't, then you know he's not for you. Men want to date women, and I saw this video and I love it, how it's easier for men to chase lust than to chase love. It's easier to chase lust than to chase love. That's why a lot of men who stay around in your world, it almost seems like for years, just chasing you and chasing you and chasing you, because it's a challenge, it's a conquer. And it's always going to be around there for that casual approach, minimal effort for maximal results. A high-value man will not continue that chase for that long, made out of pure lust. He'll try once, maybe twice, and if he sees that you're just not there on the same page, it's not reciprocal, maybe you're taken, not interested, whatever, he doesn't have time to force that or convince you, because a high-value man doesn't need to convince a woman to be with him. He respects that she's not interested. He respects that she's not in the time of her life to date. He respects that she's seeing somebody and moves on. A high-valued man moves on to something else. But men with egos want to see if they can break that up, get your attention, win your time. Do women do that? I'm asking you. Leave a comment. Do you? I'm not going to lie. In my earlier years, I did chase lust. It never ended well. It never ended well. And it was because I realized I was trying to fulfill a scarier void in myself, overcompensating with lust or just a physical appeal, sexual desire. Because that's easy. I know how to do that very well. But it was more scary and terrifying to try to see more within myself, to see what's really important. What do I really ultimately want? Do I want to be the man to have an amazing one-night stand with a beautiful, sexy woman and just like, oh my God. Been there, done that. Not fulfilling. What scares me and what I'm growing and becoming into is the man I want to become, to be the father and the husband to my future family. And that's terrifying. Not terrifying where I don't want to do it, terrifying because once you go in, you're not coming back. And I look forward to that. You have to sacrifice certain things. I was thinking about how you have to sacrifice certain things, certain habits, certain patterns of who you are to grow up. That way of living, that way of dating, to ultimately get what you really want. That's when I say a boy becomes a man, a girl becomes a woman. A high-valued woman, a high-valued man. to stop dating the same kind of people, stop dating the same type, the same scene, for the same reasons, triggering the same habits, the same fights, the same outcome. If you want different results, it requires different actions. High-valued man, high-valued woman. This is just my opinion. I want to hear your opinion. So leave a comment, a question, a story, situation. I want to hear what you all have to say about this, because I see more and more people just praising high-valued people, but not for who they are, but for what they have or how they look. There's nothing wrong with that. There isn't. But don't confuse that for intimacy, loyalty, faithfulness, and a foundation for a long-lasting relationship, potentially a marriage. That's going to be a very bumpy road. It's going to be a very rocky road. It's just trying to bring some light into that as I continue to learn and study and share and talk and coach and observe, and becoming the man I want to become, the high-valued man that I see, I know I can be. And I'm very blessed to have role models in my family who've shown me the way. My father, my brother, and my brother-in-law, all in happy marriages. That's all I know. That's all I've ever seen. So when I hear about high-value men, high-value women, they are high-value for certain reasons, but don't make it the reasons you think it is if it's not strong character. High-valued values, high-valued morals, standards, traditions, culture. And that takes a lot of humility. A lot of times people with egos or high successes don't like to be humbled. That's why they become rich, so they don't have to hear that. That's why they become very powerful, so they could just buy that and not talk about emotions, vulnerability, sensitivity, self-improvement. Because when you do see that in someone, when you do meet someone with that, you want to be around that. Those are elements, characteristics you want to get closer with, because you see yourself growing with that person, getting older with that person, starting a family with that person. That still exists, ladies. Good men are still out there. It's just hard to find, because people are following trends, clickbait, going viral for acting certain ways that aren't really genuine or pure, real. It's fake. It's very interesting. Great topic, George. What defines you, or what do you define as a high-value man? That's my question to you. Leave a comment. I would love to hear what you say. If you got some criticism on my video or what I'm saying, I welcome it, because I want to have a good conversation with everyone on this. Let's talk. I want to hear your opinion. And I do have a special offer I want to give you guys, because when this video does come out, it will be past post Valentine's Day. So this is my Valentine's Day gift to you all. Leave a comment if you're interested in any coaching session. I would love to set you up with a special discounted rate on any of my coaching sessions. And I'll contact you and we'll set it up. Either one of my sessions. And we want to find out more about who you are, how you are a high-valued woman, and how to attract a real high-valued man. Let's not date the way everyone dates because it's common. Let's date the way it's supposed to be. The real way. The honest way. The pure way. It is kind of scary. it is kind of scary because it's the best way. My name is Coach Undress with coachingwithundress.com. Thank you very much.